All right, Ted, how did you sum up your year in 2013?
I'm not sure how to sum it up. Just kind of there was ups and downs. I was pretty happy with how I finished off the year, but I don't know. It's frustrated at times, but at the same time also happy with certain parts of the season.
Tough talking after a preliminary final loss, but what have been some of your highlights of this year?
I think the highlight that stands out for me is the fact that is how we were kind of we dealt with the injuries that we had. If you said to me at the end of last year that for 2013 would have so many premiership players out of the team for a long period of the year, I'd be quite nervous about how we'd go replacing those players. But we've had guys come into the team and really play an important role for us, and that's just been a real positive of the year, just seeing guys like Jesse White throughout the year, and then Shane Biggs towards the end of the season come in and play these great roles.
If you had to pick one or two players who have been the biggest improvers this year, who would you say?
Jesse White. I'm incredibly biased because he's a fellow defender, but I think Dane Rampy, for playing in the Sydney League last year, onto the rookie list, onto the senior list, starting halfback flanker and playing really well. It's been a phenomenal year of improvement for Dane, and I think it's an absolute credit to he didn't put a limit on what he thought his potential could be.
It might have been only for 20 minutes or so, but a highlight must have been playing with your brother Xavier.
Yeah, it was, and it's been really good throughout the whole year. Working hard and training with him, and now going into another pre-season. He's already set himself to have a big year next year, and you're right, that game against Carlton on Friday night, he only got out in the field for about 10 or 15 minutes, but it was one of the highlights of my life, being able to sing the song with him at the end of the game and celebrate that game.
And looking at your own game, how did you rate your own form in 2013?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I come overall. I'm fairly positive about the year I had. There's still things I'd like to get my season. I think last year was probably a better season overall, but I think how I finished off the year I was pretty happy with. So hopefully 2014 is going to be even better.
Terrific. And what are your plans over the off season?
Yeah, heading to Bali with the girlfriend. It just so happens that there's a few boys heading there as well, which she's rapt about. And doing that, and maybe heading over to Europe as well, just for to get to Berlin and St. Petersburg, and maybe catch up with my brother as well.
And just finally, what do you think the Swans need to do to come out bigger and better next year? I know that all teams are going to be coming after the finals team, so we need to improve. We can't stagnate, so that's the first thing. And I think we're going to have a healthy competition for spots for a starting 18 with a lot of these guys returning back from injuries, and so I think keep that competition for spots and improve pretty much across the whole board, I guess. Yeah.